Look at the view.
Hello guys, Reena Champaco here. I am speaking to you guys in beautiful Costa Rica in the healing retreat called Soltara. It's a retreat that we came down here to try ayahuasca. Down here they call it uno, baby, uno. That's the name for ayahuasca. And what it is a psychedelic plant juice that you drink. And well, today is Friday. I'm sorry, today's Saturday. This is our last day here in Soltara. We leave tomorrow. Demi and I arrived on Sunday, and I had my first ayahuasca ceremony Monday. It was an introduction to uni, and I didn't really feel anything. I was more relaxed and calm for the most part, and then that was on a Monday, and then on Tuesday we had a little bit more, so I had about 3/4 of a shot glass, and there I had started to see geometric fractals and the tree of life vividly. Colors were very vibrant, but not much action. And then Wednesday we had a break, and then on Thursday that was my should I say real experience of uni. And on Thursday I had about almost 2 full shot glass at different times, 3 different sessions. So I went back 3 times, and then on the 3rd time I actually purge, and what purge means is like throwing up or either having diarrhea. So what I normally do is just throw up, and so I threw up on my 2nd dosage, and then on my 3rd dosage was the kicker. That's what took me over. And the maestra Sylvia was singing. She sang to me. I was laying down. I normally sit up. At this time I just couldn't, because she's very powerful, she's very strong. And so when she had moved to the next person beside me to sing to them, that's when my body started to move with her singing. It started to just go boom, 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 boom. I mean, I had no control. It was just like coming out, and Sylvia saw that, and so she stopped singing and came over to me and started to bless me. She took the oil and she rubbed my forehead, to open up my crown chakra. She also opened up my 3rd eye. She rubbed the oil there on my shoulders, on my chest, and on my back. And then she gave me a hug. And I was still faced over on my bucket. By that time I had already stopped throwing up, and when she gave me a hug, I just like fell down like a baby onto my mat. We all had to have a mat in the malokas where we do the ceremony. And so I lay down on my mat, and it was one of the most comfortable rest I've ever had. I felt like someone just laid a blanket over me, and I was just so relaxed. And part of me was like, should I move the bucket because it had so much throw up? And then I can just have this feeling that says, don't worry, someone will take care of it, just rest. Something was telling me that inside, was like, just rest, relax, someone will take care of it. And sure enough, someone did move it. I'm like, I don't even know, but As I rest, as I close my eyes and I lay down, all of a sudden I hear like the noises that we normally hear, crickets and the ocean and other people purging everything, and all of a sudden that started to fade. It started to fade, and I saw everything just start to close in, and I started to fall in this spiral of beautiful colors and geometric figures, and the only thing I heard was the maestro singing. Nothing else, no sounds, nothing existed. And I could just hear the maestro's beautiful singing and the colors and everything, and I'm just falling in what felt like forever, in this factual, geometric world of my mind or another dimension. And I just started to be like, oh my God, when would this end? So I started to just kind of panic, like, oh my God, where's everybody? Where's everything? And as I start to get up, I open my eyes, and I had new eyesight. The room that I left, before I laid down, was totally different when I woke up. It was as if I was in another dimension, and it was so beautiful. I saw trees, colors. It was just was yelling, thank you, I'm so grateful. It was just so beautiful. And I was also screaming for help. I think I was like, please, please, please. Well, as I got up, I was saying thank you, but I also was like saying please, please, because everyone disappeared, but I could see like the facilitators who are there to facilitate us and help us through this. They were just in white, and they looked like what Demi would say, angels. They were just glowing in the night, moving through, and what looked like also the forest and jungle, what looked like I was outside but inside in there, and I was like screaming, please, please help me. And we have this light that we're supposed to flash when they see it, when we need assistance, but I couldn't even find that. I was so gone, and I was screaming, help me, please, please. And then one of the facilitators came rushing to my assistant, and he looked so different. He was like, what's the word? His face was like shape-shifting through just different phases and animals, and he was just, and I'm trying to look at him, and he's like, is everything okay? And I knew it was him. My instinct said it was him, but he looked so different. I said, yes, I'm scared, I need help. I'm like, he's just like, calm down. He's just like, calm, breathe, relax. He was just like, you're safe. And then I was just like, it's so beautiful. And I was in a whole different dimension. And as he was holding me, I'm just seeing just this beautiful array of lights and geometric figures, and then it just went to like also, then it turned to like darkness. It started seeing like snakes and crickets, and all that was like coming out of me. And then it was like beauty and darkness all in one, as if the universe is saying that it all combined. And I can't even like really put into words, guys. It was just so amazing. I just felt this beauty, this understanding, this knowing that I am the creator, that I am the infinite all, that I felt like I was in a fourth dimension, another dimension of like transcended, and left the third dimension, and had this knowing that was all an illusion, even though I knew that, but I could see it now, and it started to guide me through different clips of my life, and I'm trying, because this happened like 3 days ago. I'm trying to remember all that. Was just, can't even put it to words, guys. So much in the Maloka was going on. I could see, and the reason I think I saw a lot of evil and everything, because there were other people there in the ceremony going through their experience, and they were crying, purging, and that was coming out in different shapes, in different types of animals, like snake, cricket, cockroaches, spiders, And I wasn't scared of the animals or like of those creatures. I was more um, nervous and afraid of, holy shit, is this shit really happening? Is this like, this is blowing my mind? But I had such a calmness over me. I was like, and then I had to take a walk outside, guys. And I swear I thought I was Jesus. I saw another person reaching out to me, and I just like, you're safe, okay? And I'm just like floating in clouds, and I'm just like, oh, can I go outside? And I went outside, and it was so beautiful, guys. I wish I could put it in words. The stars, it's like the stars came in, and they were just twinkling on the trees, and the moon was so beautiful, and the trees had like lines and geometric figures, and it was just so beautiful. And I walked out, and I was just like, oh, and I said, thank you, so beautiful. And I just watched my life, guys, just deja vu repeated. I saw myself sitting out there like eons of time, and I remember turning to Todd and said, we've been here before, many times we've been here before. And he said yes. And we just talked about, you know, what's it all about and why, and the journey is long, guys. You know, we've been on this path of discovering ourselves for such a long time. I'm not just talking about your individual self, like me, Reena, and whoever you are watching. No, self, true self, the true, the true knower, the true observer. You know, and so I mean, I can go on, guys. It's amazing, and I just want to say that if you ever get the opportunity, if you ever just have the, because you do need courage to come to something like this and try it, you know, and all of you I know have that courage to explore your mind and just find your truth. And it's even also for healing, you know what I mean? Because there's so many people that just been, I feel like I'm just reborn again, and so many people have said that coming out of this ayahuasca experience, you know what I mean? I've never had that deep meditation in my life. I mean, if you guys want to blow your mind and change anything in your life for the good, for the positive, I would say come to Soltara, try ayahuasca, try uni, come meet the maestros. They are so amazing. They're so caring, and see for yourself. Because that's what I say. This is something that you have to experience for yourself, guys. Because I can only put those much in words, and the rest, I'm just at awe, and I'm just living every moment with it. I'm so grateful and thankful for this opportunity. So yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys, and I love you.
Tripping balls. Hello, everyone. I'm Danny Sherbo, and I want to give you a quick summary of what my experience of ayahuasca is. And trust me when I say quick summary, I'm gonna take an experience of 6 hours or like 8 hours. I'll break it down to like 10 minutes, and hopefully try to give you some insight of what this plant medicine is all about. So first of all, I will call this location a trip balls place, guaranteed. Because if you want to blow your mind, like Reena said, help yourself. Come out here, come experience it, and you will scream, "What the fuck?" like to infinity, because your mind can't even contain what happened here. So quickly, let me go into my experience. So coming here, I had a mindset of, I've been doing a lot of study about myself, about, self-discovery, who I am, what I'm on this earth for, my purpose for my everyday life. And I've been able to connect a lot of dots in the very recent time, which was one of the reasons why I felt ayahuasca was another level to take me deeper into self-discovery, right? So like Reena said, we came here, about today's Saturday, so about 6 days ago. So getting to this beautiful venue, Soltara, in Costa Rica, getting here, met of course it was about 20 of us in our session, right? And of course, different people from different backgrounds, and everybody came in stormed, everybody came in strong, everybody came in, all kind of beliefs, all kind of understanding. And I came in with the mindset of, I just want to have fun. I just want to experience a beautiful time here. I want to meet beautiful people, talk to people, and just have a great experience in general, right? And I was, making a lot of jokes during lunchtime that I heard a lot of people cry during ayahuasca. That, oh damn, that's never gonna happen to me. I'm a big boss and I wouldn't cry. But shut the fuck up. Straight into my experience. So, we started experiencing Monday evening around 8 p.m. It usually goes from 8 p.m. to about 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. depending on what the situation is. So, we took the first one the first day. I took a shot. I took like a quarter shot. And, I didn't feel anything specifically. But during one of the training sections, they talked about, the ayahuasca experience is really not for you to feel something that you think you can feel. You should also observe what are those things you think you feel on a very subtle level. So that kept, ringing in my mind. So on Monday, after taking my ayahuasca medicine, I observed while every other person was having an experience, I felt peace, I felt calmness. And then I decided to just sit in it, relax in it. So throughout that night, for about 4 or 5 hours, I just felt super calm, super chilled. And, I loved the experience that night. Nothing major happened for me, but I was grateful. So, we met up the next day to share our experiences. People had a great time. People had different experiences. And, they called me up to ask me what did I think about my experience. And I just said I'm grateful. I'm thankful for every opportunity, even just the opportunity to come out here and meet with everybody. It's a great experience for me. And, they asked what was my expectation going into the next ceremony. And I was like, well, I'm not expecting nothing. I'm just expecting even a more beautiful experience. Whatever it's going to be, I don't care. Because, I don't think I decide what happens in that realm. But I just have the open mind to accept whatever comes to me. So, as if I knew that was going to be my fate that day, the what the fuck moment happened that night. Like, I watch a lot of horror movies, and I thought I was actually in one. I thought I was a lead role in that one that night. So let's go straight into what happened Tuesday night. So Tuesday night, I had my medicine around, say, 8:30, right? So I had this beautiful young lady beside me, and, she's been finding it a little bit hard to really experience something too. So that night, the beautiful, powerful minstrel is that what they call her? So she came, and usually when the ceremony starts, after everybody drinks, then they sing to you individually. So in the process of singing to you, that's when you catch that spirit. So when I saw the girl beside me, they sang to her, and then she cut the spirit, and she went. I was like, what the fuck? I was about to jump off my bed and run. In the process of trying to figure out how to run, the lady was already in front of me, the minstrel, and she was singing to me. And while I was still thinking of, oh, I don't want to go down this way, she just blew like this breath of life into me. And guys, that's how I entered that realm. And if I tell you I felt like I was being controlled by something, that's an understatement, because I actually was. And then the next thing I saw after she breathed on me was bah, 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 bah. And I know pretty much I didn't do that to myself. And it was as if someone was trying to tell me to, hey, surrender. And I was like, what is going on here? The next thing I knew, I fell back. The next thing I knew, like in less than 20, 30 seconds, my whole body, you should see how thick I am. My whole body flipped all the way through. And at that moment, I was scared, like, Somebody help me, I want out. But as at that time, the maestros were over me, they were watching me. I think they kind of felt I was going through something. And while I was still trying to struggle to figure out what the fuck was going on here, I heard a very gentle voice saying to me, surrender. I'm about to come through to you. Like, no shit. I heard it. And then, while I was, is it precipitating, what they call that shit? I had speed in my mouth and shit, trying to figure out what the fuck was happening. I heard that voice, so I decided to just be like, you know what? Fuck it. Then I surrendered. Then after I surrendered, yo, I just get emotional because I just can't even explain this experience, man. But, you know, I said I'll do this in like 10 minutes. Let's see how quickly I can summarize this. So after I surrendered, the voice came and said, I'm about to come through you. Then I felt a hand, like a feminine hand, gently going over my body. And I felt this coldness, like she was massaging me. And it felt like a mother trying to, you know, check if a child is okay. And she kept touching me. And then while I was feeling all that, she turned me around like, let me check your diapers. Flipped me around and I was like, what the fuck is this? I turned around and then she touched me all over in my body again, and I felt this coldness. And the magic started when she went into my hands. And my experience with ayahuasca was translated to me through my hands. And in a split second, you know, she flipped me back on the bed and then made me lay down like a baby. And then I felt this calmness. And then she started to use my hand. She put my hand up this way and then brought it up to my head, brought it this way. And yo, guys, I've heard a lot of experiences in ayahuasca. People say they see geometric shapes. You know, they were seeing colors and all that stuff, good stuff. Yo, I was using my hands to build geometric shapes. I built flowers. I built stars. I built anything you can think that's beautiful and awesome with my hands. And while all this was going on, you know, I kept saying, thank you. I am grateful. Thank you. I am grateful. And while I was saying this, I was crying like a baby. I think I cried more than a baby, actually. Because I wasn't crying because I was sad. I was crying because this is something you cannot explain to anybody. They'll definitely think you're crazy. They'll think like, this guy is cool. And I thought I was cuckoo too when that shit was happening. Because the truth is, this experience is so amazing to the point that words can literally not describe, you know, what happened. And, you know, still summarizing my experience, you know, after she did all that shape, you know, then she started to talk to me like a mother, you know, asking me, oh, did I like that? That was those formation of shapes cool? That do I want to see something more? I was like, yes, I do, you know. And then all of a sudden, she started to, you know, talk to me and, you know, make me do things that I can't even explain to you guys. It was just some very, very cool shit. It's just like a mother trying to tell a child, hey, I've not seen you in a while. You know, here you are. Let me play with you. Let me spend some time with you. Let's do fun stuff. Let's do cool stuff, right? And then I just kept saying thank you to her. And the most beautiful part of my experience was when she started to express to me how amazing I have been. She told me, you know, you're doing great. You are wise. You are intelligent. She kept saying a bunch of beautiful, encouraging words to me, like a mother would do for her child. And then, you know, she started to, you know, ask me if I had things I wanted to discuss with her, like I wanted to talk to her. You know, I started to ask her questions about my life, my businesses, you know, my relationships, and, you know, she was giving me on point answers. And all of a sudden, you know, she did a very cool thing that I thought was very funny. You know, she took my, she was in my hands all the while, you know, talking to me through my hands. And then I had a tissue paper by the side of my bed, and she, like, you know, the word a woman will whine, she picked up the tissue paper, and she did like this. And I was asking, like, yo, what are you doing with tissue paper? And she was like, I just want to touch it. I just feel like playing with it. I know you probably think I'm crazy right now. She did. She definitely did. And she was like, then she took the tissue paper and she flicked it away. And then she picked up the basket and arranged it nicely. But coming to my profound experiences was, she touched me, touched my face like a woman would caress a child, touched my face, touched my everything, and got to my belly. And then, rubbed my stomach. And then I felt like I needed to purge. And then she started asking the questions, how do you want to purge? Do you want to purge through your mouth or you want to go to the bathroom? I'm like, do I have an option in this situation here? She made me understand I did. I said, well, if I had an option, I would like to go to the bathroom. She told me, well, when you get back to your room, I'll take you to the bathroom. Did she do that? I'll tell you in about 2 minutes. She did. Hold on a second. So still back in the Maloka while the ceremony was going on, you know, she showed me a lot of profound things that I came for, a lot of things that, were a little bit not clear in my life. She actually spoke to me about them. She actually, had a conversation with me about them. And she kept telling me, she took my hands, she would do this, put it on my chest, do this, put it on my chest, and tell me to tell the world that whenever you feel some kind of way, this means peace. She translated this to peace for me. That I should tell the people who are in this stuff together and every other person around me that you can find peace just placing your hands in this position on your chest every time you feel unrest. Aside from that, she showed me the world, in its geometric actual shapes. She told me, hey, all this is all frequency, vibration, and energy. You can manipulate energy, and then she actually showed me how to manipulate energy because towards the ending of that night, I was fucking tired. I was trying to get up. And I told her, I'm trying to go to sleep. And she was like, are you trying to chase me away? And I was like, no, really, but I need to sleep. And she was like, okay, I know you're tired, my son. And she was like, so you ready to go home? I said, yes, but I need Reena. We came together, that's my baby. She's like, do you need Reena? I said, yes, I need Reena. She was like, okay, call Reena. I'm like, how am I going to call Reena? Like, I'm tired. She was like, you know how. I'm like, I don't know how. Then she took my hand and she did this with my hand and she just blew it away. Yo, guys, that was one of the most tripping balls time of my life because when she did this, the ceremony was just over like 10 minutes and probably everybody was tired. But immediately she did this, I turned this way. By the time I was going to turn back, Reena was standing right in front of me. And when I saw Reena, I busted out laughing. And she was like, why are you laughing? But she was tired too. And I was like, I just caught you with energy. She was like, shh, 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 shh. Let's go outside and talk. And when we got outside, I tried to explain to her exactly what happened because it's very difficult to explain, but the experience is just extremely mind blowing. And to finally, summarize my experience, I had so much great time in the Maloka with Mother Ayahuasca. At the point she asked me, hey, she spent some more time with me. She every time while I was crying, out of control, yo, get this, I'm not the one crying. Like I'm strong. I wasn't crying, but my buddy was crying. And every time I cry, she would take my hands like this, wipe my face, wipe my tears, clean me up, put me in a resting position. She told me at a point to even lay down on her lap, and I was laying there like a baby who needs milk. There was no lap there, but yeah, I felt like I was on a lap. And one of the most mind blowing part was also, she asked me, do you want to see what I look like? And I was like, oh, absolutely, yeah. I love to see what you look like. And she told me to look outside from the Maloka. And yo, the Maloka had a bunch of trees, and all of a sudden, all the trees formed a face. And the face became her face. And yo, I thought I was in another kind of craziness. And I started to be like, yeah, yo, I don't know what's going on here, but okay. And she asked me, how do I look like? And I'm like, oh my God, you look so beautiful. I couldn't even say shit because I'm like, what if I said something else and she slaps me in the face? Because she was right there. And I was like, you look so beautiful. But she actually looks beautiful. She's amazing. Oh my God. Words can't even express what she looks like. She just looks like everything and anything, but in the most beautiful form. And, after she showed me herself, she told me, I can go up and go to my room. And then Reena came through the energy control. And then while we were going, she told me to tell Reena that she's not gone. She's still here. And in my mind, if my mind was clouded, I'd be like, really? Like, don't you know it's late? But I didn't say that, but I was like, okay, Reena, she's still here. And then we got to the room, our room here, and I had another experience. My second part of my experience started. And she told me, I'll be with you here for a minute. And I was like, okay, let's see what's going to happen. And then she, like, immediately we walked into the room, she said to me, remember I told you I'll take you to the bathroom when you get home? I said, yeah. She said, all right, go to the bathroom, like a mother would tell a child. Guys, this shit is real. I'm even saying this and I'm like, if I heard somebody saying that, I'd be like, that brother right there needs medicine. Yes, I think I did, but eventually I know I didn't. But when I got home, she took me to the bathroom. Like she said, I went to purge number 2. And while I was in the bathroom, she told me to look to my left, and then she showed me myself as a panther. She showed my face and showed me, my whole body as a panther. They showed me the what's that stuff called? Is that claw, whatever the stuff is? The big teeth. She showed me all that, and she showed her face right next to my panther face again, telling me I'm here with you. That I shouldn't be scared, because when I saw that, I wanted to run out of the bathroom. But she kept comforting me to say, hey, this is real. Like, you're not tripping. And then she took me to the bed, and then, Reena was trying to go to sleep and was like, baby, you need to sleep. I was like, yeah, I need to sleep. And she kept saying to me, tell Reena, I'm here with you with my aunt. And I was talking like a girl. The fact is, you can hear my voice, and I don't talk like, She was talking to me. She was talking through my mouth. And, she told me to tell Reena, she's saying hello, the Reena is so beautiful, she's amazing. She said a lot of beautiful things about my family, said a lot of things about my mother, said a lot of beautiful things. And one of the most funny part of the night was, at the point when she was talking to me, I was feeling really cold. This was around 3 a.m. I was feeling really cold on my bed. And I was telling Reena, baby, I'm cold. And Reena was trying to take the blanket and cover me. And she just did like, this turn, like, not really stern, but very, very nice. Like, tell Reena to stop. I said, Reena, she said you should stop. She was like, tell Reena to stop. I'm taking good care of you. I'm here to care for you. I was like, Reena, she said that. And all of a sudden, she took the blanket. She did this, took my other end, laid the blanket on me like a baby, flipped me around. Again, I'm not tripping, guys. She did it. Turned me around, put everything on me, and, just in general, comforted me, make me feel like I'm loved, I'm cared for, I'm happy. Everything I wanted, she told me to ask her any question I wanted to ask. She gave me some crazy insight that, I'm not willing to share on the media right now. But to summarize up everything, finally, I think this is the most amazing experience of my life. And I'm really grateful for every opportunity to be here, to share this moment also with my amazing, beautiful woman here, and to see myself in a different light, to see myself in a light that reflects the all part of the world, that actually will make an impact in everybody's life through myself and through my story. And I would advise everybody who's coming, or whoever's trying to try ayahuasca, to do two major things, because she kept telling me, while she was with me, when you come here, be open-minded. And the first thing you want to do in your process or your experience with ayahuasca is to surrender. And regardless of what you experience or what your revelation is, the most second important thing is to be grateful. Always, always. I noticed the more I told her thank you, she'll take my hands, do this, do like this, put it in my mouth, and she'll tell me thank you too. The plant, the universe is built on love, is built on compassion, is built on gratitude. So the more you show more gratitude to everything around you, and the more you start to realize in your reality that the point you are is exactly where you need to be. The things around you propel you to be exactly at the same point that you are. You are not wherever you are right now by mistake. It's a path that leads you to where you're trying to go. So I would say, this is an experience I think everybody, no, I know everybody should take that bold step to be courageous enough to come out to seek who they are, to seek a self-discovery journey on how to live a beautiful life, because life is simple, life is beautiful, life is enjoyable every day. Ayahuasca trip is a mind-blowing experience, and I hope that whoever's watching this video will be we'll have that push to just go in, just give it a shot. Life is all about experience. What do you want to experience? Good, bad. The mind don't know. It takes the same energy to think good and it takes the same energy to think bad. What would you want to think about? It's a choice. You have that choice to. I always choose to think good because my life turns out good with everything I decide. So I would advise everybody whoever's watching this video, take that push. Come out to Soltara is a very beautiful location to do this. Amazing maestros, amazing, what do you call I call them my guardian angels because they really are. It's two amazing individuals here. They guide you through. They make sure that you're safe. They make sure that you're having a beautiful, amazing experience regardless of what you're seeing. So I would advise that, you come out here, and come do this work for yourself. It's for nobody. Come out and do this work for yourself, and you will not be disappointed. You will definitely have a shift in reality, and that will help to propel you to the next phase of where exactly you need to be. And, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for taking your time to listen to what the fuck stories. And remain you and find happiness.